As a creative, I like to push myself outside of my comfort zone. And for this shoot, I was going to be the director and the cinematographer. But that comes with its own set of challenges. I got approached to make a music video for this band BuckTwenty. They wanted something that had a story element to it, but also had them performing. So I sat with it, and that's when I thought of this idea of we have a person that is our main character, and he's living back memories in his life with his partner. But at the same time, he's also living in the moment and having to move out of his house because him and his partner has split. So I had a pretty good direction of what I wanted on the day, but I had these very specific looks that I wanted for each scene. A little bit of a scene here. When we originally were looking for locations, I knew that I wanted to keep it to one location to keep things easy and so that we could finish this music video in one day. By the time the day of filming came, I hadn't had a chance to go and do a tech scout at the actual location we were filming. So instead, I just arrived an hour early, took a walk through the house, and decided which rooms I was going to film in. And if we can do, there's one 1200, one 900 full color, so pick whatever one you think is going to be better. I want to feel a little bit through here. I'm going to be on a 12 mil most of the day, so I'm going to see this window. So like if we can do something. We didn't have a ton of space between the house and the fence right beside us. I wanted to shoot on super wide lenses, which meant that we couldn't have a ton of lights indoors. So I knew that we'd probably have to use some type of light bounced into a mirror to bring back the level into the house. Okay, and you both have your coffee in your hands to start. You're looking at each other, enjoying your coffee, and okay, keep looking at each other. Listen to me, don't look at me, and action. After we were able to get all of our lights set up outside, bouncing off mirrors and into the kitchen itself, we had a pretty good daytime look going. But now we had to shift gears and go to our cooler breakup scene in the same environment. And then we needed to change the lighting also to match and make it feel as if it was a different day. So I changed the lighting a little bit, but mostly just changed the white balance of the camera and the white balance of the lights. Final shot in the kitchen was going to be a performance shot. So the idea is that they're performing in the house that they're moving out in. Now the look, we go back to that daytime look again. So we almost have 3 different looks within that one environment, but our lighting hasn't really changed for any of them. We're just changing a little bit of our white balance on our lights and in camera so that we're matching from scene to scene. Well, we are a tad bit behind schedule and kind of lost our sun, but you know, we're gonna make best with what we can do, and it is what it is. It's daylight's shorter now, so whatever. Because we were shooting this in November, our days were really short. So by the time we needed to go outside and film our exterior scenes, we were getting pretty late in the day to shoot this crazy idea I had to have the band performing in the U-Haul. And we quickly rigged a Ronin 2 with an Intelitech mat above me in a U-Haul trailer, just mounted it with some speed rail, and then I was gonna stay in the U-Haul trailer, and then in the U-Haul truck, we put up a couple tubes on the inside. We art decked the inside of the U-Haul to make it look like they were moving. We taped everything down, put the band in, and we're like, all right, let's try this. The bedroom scene was a bit tricky because now that it was already nighttime, we needed to shoot a daytime scene and we needed to shoot our cool blue scene. So that meant that the blinds had to be closed because there was no way with the resources that we had, we were going to make this look like daytime outside. So the blinds were closed, and then we just made sure that light that was coming into the blinds looked like a hard sunlight. And then for our cool scenes, we made it look more like a moonlight by just bouncing a light off an ultra bounce, and that felt more like a blue moonlight. I've run out of gas, run out of love, run out of sense of thinking about us, run out of cigarettes. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. Or a burrito, as I like to say. everyone. That was not an easy day. Being a director and a DP in the same shoot is really challenging. You got to worry about the lighting, the performance, the camera movement, the overall story. But for this shoot, given the resources that we had and the team that we had, I'm really happy with the final result. If you like this video and you want to see more videos, make sure you just tap that subscribe button. And if you have a question or comment, drop that below, and we'll see you in the next one.